how one car and not knowing your personal finances can ruin your life. Hi, my name is Victoria. I'm a sales consultant at Mercedes-Benz of Thousand Oaks. I sell cars, but with this video, I want to teach you how not to buy cars and not to get into trouble. So, I want to tell you a little story of a girl who came in the store looking to trade in her vehicle for something newer, and she was fucked. Why so? So she bought a car, she financed the car it's a CLA 35. It was vehicle of maybe 2019 year, from 2019, and she bought it like a year ago, or like even 8 months ago. It was either 29 or 21. She was looking if she can trade in that car and get a new car. And I want to tell you, the price of that vehicle in the market today was something in like 20s, like lower 20s. And her payoff amount that she owns to the bank, it was $50,000. So for her to get her into a new vehicle, she'll be paying, let's say she gets some like older car can, which is like 30,000, right? And then the remaining 30,000, she'll have to transfer in her new either finance or lease and be paying for that as well. So of course she'll left without getting the new vehicle. But I want to discuss how she get into that point of her life. So she got her vehicle with Carvana. She's a young girl. She works as a waitress. Like her salary, like, I don't know, at greatest it might be like $5,000 a month, right? So she's young. I believe her credit is not that good. She might not have it even ask her parents, because she's like, oh, I want to look cool, I want to have a Mercedes and blah blah blah. And she's got a rate on her finance of 17%, something like that. Plus she's been sold on like lots of stuff at very overpriced pricing that she needs. Like, can you imagine you buying a $30,000 cars and in the end all your payments is like $55,000, which is like just crazy. And that car, like me liking Mercedes, me like wanting to sell Mercedes and selling Mercedes straight ahead, I'm gonna say like that car, it didn't worse that. So yeah, the first point, how she got into there, like not knowing the auto business. And I know that auto business sucks so many times when they just want to sell to you, not like giving a fuck about you as a personality, about everything. And like she came to me, I'm looking at her like she's a girl, she's working as a waitress and everything, and I'm like, listen, you need to think about your finances first. Go get a Toyota, go get a Kia, work on your credit, work on your salary, save something, and or maybe get something like a lower lease on C300, which you can get like for $400 a month if you're like doing a loaner car. Like 400 is not like she was paying 12, I think it was $1,200 a month on a CLA 35 of older car, which is, it's just horrible. And this is why I'm so upset with the car business, because like car sales people out there, and dealerships, they make us look so bad in everyone's eyes. Like we don't care. Like I can relate to everyone, but I do care. I know there comes the people who like they have like their money saved, they have like their investments, they bought the house, and they come in here and they're like seeing the price, they're like, okay, this is the price, I'm getting this. They won't like bargain with you. They wouldn't like kind of, underestimate your business, underestimate your work. They were like, okay, this costs this, okay, I'm getting this, and that's it. Because they have money, they came to Mercedes, they can afford it. They're not buying this to feel good about themselves, to feel rich. No, you're not rich if your salary is, God bless, like $5,000 a month. Mostly it's like $3,000 a month, and then you're driving a Mercedes. And I'm so pissed at this, because I was the girl who would fall into this trap. And I'm not saying that I growing up a lot, I still kind of into cars, and I am willing to maybe sacrifice some more like parts of my life and my spendings, and to be driving a better car. But still, like, the situation that I'm telling you about, this is a crazy situation, and I would feel so bad personally, just like a girl coming into me with her hard-earned money, and I'm like bumping up her on these payments with all this percentage rate and stuff. I'd be like, and I told her straight face, girl, just take care of your credit, pay out this car, like there's nothing to do. You There's like 30 grand that not the price of the car, the 30 grand that you just own to the bank, and for everything that you just bought was down. So yeah, I know this video is a little bit about everything, but the main idea of it, if I was wanting just to share with you how the car and that knowing your finances could ruin your life. This is why it's so important to know how much of a car you afford. It's very important to know that you need to save at least 10% of your salary. This is like non-negotiables. And like, if you listen to like finance advisors, etc., they say that your car payments shouldn't be more than 10 to 15% a month, or 20% with all the spendings, like your gas, your car wash, your like oil changes, which you do like every year, but you need to split them throughout the year. And all those payments shouldn't be more than 20% of your salary. So if your salary is $4,000 that you take home, and it's like not even an average salary, that means that your total spendings shouldn't be more than 800%, and that's also your insurance included. So please be wise. Like, you won't become rich by driving that Mercedes. You won't feel so much better. Maybe a little bit it will boost you, but not that type of decision. You can get into a Mercedes a little smarter, learn the business, find the people you trust. Don't go out just to any dealership and try to make the deal, because of the car salespeople, they may do their best to manipulate you into buying here and now. And I know that I'm here, I'm doing this blog to sell the cars. I want to sell the cars. This is how I make money. But at the same time, there's the people who are in the market to buy, and they are good to buy. And there are people that if I sell to, I just won't be able to fall asleep and sleep calmly. I'll be just thinking how that poor girl is doing. And I know I'm not supposed to take decisions for the people, but I know that I've been that girl who made stupid decisions. And I wish someone was there for me when I was buying a car to tell me, girl, stop. It won't make you feel better. It won't make you look rich or something. No, it just will put you into this cage of slavery, while you need to work harder to pay off that car that's not even worth that. So please know your finances. Love the cars if you love them. Be open to getting better cars if you want that. Be open to be working more and harder to afford those cars, but just don't become a slave of what the society tells you. Don't become a slave of what means to be a cool, words of love, words of like attention, words of happiness. You deserve it without that car. You deserve it without that money. Yeah, be hardworking, work for your dreams, achieve them, dream about them, like extend the level of your life, but do it smartly. Don't jump into that car. And in the end, I want to put this little video that I just recently found on TikTok about Trump, whatever he's saying.
And they get them money and they go out and buy Mercedes-Benzes. Very low IQ people.
And I think he's partially true. Until you have your savings, until you saved decent amount for 1 year, it's called an emergency fund, where you'll be able to live off that money, your normal life, for 1 year, because life happens, everything happens. You can get sick, someone can get sick, you can get fired, life happens. Until you have this 1 year of emergency fund saved, until you save something, maybe in some investments, got a car, or not a car, I'm sorry, like a house, like something that's working for you, please don't jump into the car that's higher than 400. Just don't. You'll be enough with that car for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years. It will not go away. And you still can get a nice car for 400. You can get into a Mercedes for 400, but don't go over that. And I would even stay within like 300, because because of the other spendings that you're gonna be doing on that. Please learn your finances and know that people will respect you not for the car you drive, not for that Louis Vuitton bag that you wear, but just for yourself and for whatever you have here and here. So just work on yourself.